Oh, they're here. They've joined us.
Oh. Hi there. You've caught us reading Departures.
Our favorite magazine
Yes.
for our inner white rich person.
I was just reading a very comprehensive list on which khaki shorts to wear with dress loafers with no socks.
Ooh, that's a very good article. I need that.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at that over here.
Let's get a
On screen. Where's the button for that?
webcam. Yeah, let's get a nice close up of that.
Hey, what's up,
Hey.
Jeff Elf?
Hi.
Look at this stuff right here.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to wear loafers without socks? Well,
But still look white as hell while doing it.
you need to learn to be a leg man. Those guys didn't do squats. Look at these guys.
I got calves that could eat their calves for breakfast.
They would prison beat them.
Yeah.
Get them in a corner. Your
Yeah.
calves would prison beat their calves.
My calves are the muscular dudes that come on the beach and kick sand in their calves' faces.
While their girlfriend's sitting there going,
Yeah.
"Oh, what are you going to do about it?"
Yeah.
And they're like, "Nothing."
What are you gonna do? Huh? But it's all just calves doing
Nothing.
it.
Are you going to
Yeah.
let him kick?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually,
Hi.
last time I was in Florida,
Oh boy.
I'm going to tell a macho story right now.
Okay, here we go.
Some guy was cursing at me, and I said something like sassy to him, like whatever. I forgot what was going on. No, I was cursing. I'm sorry. I was cursing. He's like, "Hey, you want to watch your mouth in front of the ladies?" And I was like, "Do they mind?" And the lady was like, "No, not really." And I was like, "They don't mind, so do you mind?" And he was like, "I don't want to hear your cursing mouth anymore." And I was like, "Okay, well then leave. You can leave the beach or whatever." Wherever we were, I remember we were, and he got up in my face, and he was like a little guy, and his girlfriend screams, "Honey, don't, he'll kill you." And I'm just like giggling the whole time. I was like, this is great. So yeah, that's my macho story for the day.
Great. Me.
All right.
Yeah.
So how's everybody doing? We're trying out a talk room today, like whatever, just talking instead of the show, because this is kind of a show, but it's kind of talking as well.
I guess.
We kind of get into some.
A talk show, but not a...
It's just talking show.
Yeah.
Just chatting
It's
show.
a brand new form of entertainment we've discovered called talk show, and it's going to change the world.
Well, I think it's more of a chat show.
Yeah.
Actually.
A gab show, if you will. I don't know.
Was it morning? It's morning television.
Yeah.
There are definitely gab shows in the morning. Just
Oh my God,
7
there
people.
are.
Hey, everyone's just up and they're having their coffee. Let's all talk over each other.
Yeah, like,
and that's
let's all just
entertainment.
tell stories about our spouses, but on camera.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And you should have seen what little Jerry did the other day for Christmas. Oh my God, we made him wear this pajama set. He's 24, but we still like to treat him like that because he lives with us still.
Well then, our chat room's working.
Yeah. Hi, there they are.
Oh, our chats weren't showing up. Me beating someone up, huh? That hasn't happened in a while. It's the thing. The problem with me beating people up is that I'm too big to bother. Generally, like.
Thanks for subscribing, Louis Tornado. Or Louise Tornado, I don't know which one it is, but there's a tornado in your name, so it's cool.
I feel like it's a waste of time to be this big and learn martial arts.
And not be hurting people?
Because yeah, it's like I should be out there. Like I should be working for the mob, just rolling around punching people, being like, "Hey, pay up because we're putting the squeeze on you. There's no other reason, but we just want your money."
Thanks for subscribing.
But no, I walk around. If someone's awful, they look at me and go, "Next target, I'll wait because you're over 6 foot, so I'll wait for someone under 6 foot to fight."
Oh, like,
yeah. I'll
wait for me to show up so they can fight me.
Little do they
instead.
know, black belt coming at them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, hey there. Look what we've got for you guys today. Hey, Box Kid, what's up?
Box Kid, no way. Hi.
Are you? Welcome to the show, man.
What up, bruh?
Do you normally work during this time? Are you off this week or something? Or?
Box, good to see you, dude.
All right, well, let's talk about what's happening. But first off, we've got a 25% off sale on the store. I think yesterday was the best day of the store of the whole entire year.
Oh, wow.
I got a really heartwarming message. So I won't say who, but someone contacted me on Discord, and they were like, hey man, I'm up in Canada, and I tried to start a YouTube channel and realized that it's 20 times more work behind the scenes than it is, like what people actually see. There's a ton of work. So he's like, I got a lot of respect, so I wanted to support you guys by buying 10 shirts. And then he was like, I'm in Canada. Since I'm buying so many things, can you help me out with the shipping? And I was like, you know what? You email me. He's in Quebec. Like, we have one set shipping for the whole world, right? Like, if you're in Canada, you're paying the same shipping as if you're in Argentina, because we can't go to every...
Yeah.
I mean, I guess we could, but that would take forever to set that up. And he's in Quebec. Our warehouse is in Vermont. I was like, we could just hand it off at the border. I'll drop you I'll cut the shipping price a little bit for you. So he's ordering so many things. I logged in and like gave him a little bit of a refund on PayPal, $20 or whatever.
Nice.
So I was like, thanks very much, man. But it really, finally, someone like messaged me like, hey, we realize there's a lot going on behind the scenes, and that like made me feel good.
Nice.
Little they know, I'm just sitting around and reading and chew bubble gum all day and stick it under desks and don't do anything actually. Don't do anything useful. All right. Well then, Carb 7, you show up at 11 o'clock on Thursdays, and that's when we administer the pull start lawnmower maneuver.
This is not the show for that. That's on Thursdays. This is the Friday show.
And that's on a different channel.
Next time.
Yep.
It's okay. You're new.
But trust me.
You got your shit together. No big deal.
When I pull start you, you're going to be louder than any lawnmower.
Yeah.
All right, you be there. So anyway, guys, thanks for checking out Epic Pants. And thanks for joining us early. We got the advertisement out of the way so we can get down to business with China going to the rear side of the moon. There's not been a lot of people going onto the rear side of the moon.
To the dark side of the moon.
And we don't really know what's there. So, I found that in recent conversations about this, not a lot of people know that the moon, one side of it always faces us. I've had like 3 conversations in the last 2 weeks about like the dark side of the moon. It's a thing. Like the moon's rotation.
Yeah,
it corresponds to its rotation around our Earth.
So that's why you only ever see the one side with the man with the face, the man in the moon and stuff.
Right. So we don't know much about the other side of it, other than the fact that we've had a couple flybys where there was some really weird radio like frequency noises going on. We haven't done much over there, so we have a white Fennec mouse box kit, but the controller, I'm going to make some changes for the next iteration of the controller. So probably going to make a cord as well. Like a lot of people just don't understand wireless devices.
Isn't there a theory that there's like a secret Nazi moon base or something on the dark side of the moon?
Yeah, we could get into this. I'm sure the guys.
That Iron Sky movie was all about that.
There's some weird stuff on the moon, and like when something's out there and it's a mystery, you can just make up any shit you want because it's out there. We can't go check, can we?
Yeah. Prove it's not. Prove it's not.
I'm just gonna drive. It's not like it's like Utah is an underground Nazi base. We could just drive over there and look. Oh,
yep.
No. So yeah. Do I want aliens?
Because that's how you get aliens.
Just leaving the moon there for them for them to land on the dark side. Well, okay, here's the weirdest part about the moon. You know, the dark side of the moon is the actual crust is 30 miles thicker. We're talking like several Mount Everests thicker on the back side of the moon for the crust. How does that work?
I'd like to think the dark side of the moon, because there's all the weird like radio transmissions and stuff that they get. I'd like to think the dark side of the moon is a alien tourist spot where they get to come and watch humans be jackasses. Like they just get there. There's like monitors that are all over the planet and stuff like that, and they just sit there in little viewing booths with like alien popcorn and are just like, "Oh my god, those fucking morons! Wow, they're still burning coal! Oh fuck! Oh god!"
They probably edit it like what's that show? The Japanese show where everyone's like running around and falling. One of the ninja shows where they just like they're always like
Ninja Warrior.
Yeah, like something like that. What if they edit it like that, and it's like guys falling off ladders and like like people having mining accidents and horrible things, but they're like,
like here's the Earth nut shots of the week, basically. Like,
that's okay. We've decided that's what the dark side of the moon is.
Just with that.
It's they even use our own music. Yeah. The 1812 overture.
Just and a groin-kicking montage.
God. Have you ever seen that performed with the actual cannons?
Yes.
You have?
Yes.
Oh, man, I wanted to...
It's amazing.
Yeah, if you guys don't know, the 1812 overture...
boom.
Like they actually
actual cannon.
Yeah, in the score, there's cannon fire.
Yeah. Yes, I have seen it with cannons done. It's really great to watch because you watch all these fancy people sitting there and they go dun 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 dun, like every time,
and their feathery hats go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's been America, fuck yeah, since 1812, guys.
Yep.
And ladies, any ladies watching yet? Anyway, China will be the first to actually know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe they'll get some more information. They're going to go explore the far side of the moon, the dark side, a little bit. So you guys can read the article for more than just our bullshit commentary. But
yeah,
we're just chatting. Yeah. Also in China, they are now GPS tracking students. They have smart uniforms and they're trying them in several different areas. And what this is they've got a couple chips in the shoulder areas of the uniforms. You don't really feel them or anything. They're just in there. They can survive 500 washes. Temperature's 150 degrees Celsius, so they can hot water and all that stuff. This is weird because not only does it track them while they're at school, it can track them anywhere they go. Schools might even start requiring them to wear this. They can track them as they come in. And what's even weirder is when they come into the school to make sure that they're attending, as soon as they come in, it logs that, they've entered the school, and the video cameras, like the surveillance cameras, record a quick, 15, 20-second clip of them walking into the school and email it to their parents to show, hey, look, your kids are at school.
But they can even go further than that there's also alarms built in for if the kid falls asleep in class.
Right.
So you'd be like...
Focus alarms, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
And then parents can also, monitor what their kids purchase while at school and stuff like that, too.
Their kids have a chip on their shoulders.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you.
Oh
my God, Shotine, you should be playing D&D with us with that level.
You're getting a raise, yep.
Fun, yeah.
Ooh.
This is why Shotine's getting a raise, everyone, because they're actually trying. The rest of you could learn a little bit.
I love this picture right here. We've come to a point where this photo is relevant. Don't children have human rights and privacy?
No, they're children.
They're children. They don't have anything. Wow. We just surveil them 24/7, right? No.
I mean, that's a parent's dream.
It is kind of. Do we have any parents watching who like this idea, who want to be able to surveil and know where their kids are 24/7? And do you feel like that only applies to a certain age group? Once they hit 12 and 13, do you think it's that then they're too old to be surveilled all the time? Or do you want to know if they're, instead of going home or instead of going to the skate park, they're in the middle of weed smoke woods? Over here.
We gotta change the name of those woods, man.
Where are they? I don't know. I haven't seen them since they got lost in weed smoke woods.
I mean, we were definitely on the right track when we renamed it from Crack Snort Woods, but I don't know.
Yeah. Before that, it was Crack Snort on Hooker Butt Woods.
Yeah. It's just all a mess up there in the meth mountains, so.
Oh, that's Kentucky, I believe.
Mm-hmm. I don't know, I guess... I mean, there were points in times where my parents didn't want me around, and we're just we don't care where you are as long as it's not here.
Just get away.
Just go be safe somewhere else that's not here. And then they would send me outside, which is the least safe place on the planet, but whatever.
Hey, Hucklebuck, are you huckabucking into our chat room, or are you just subscribing? Thanks anyway. I feel like I need some of these going with someone's name Hucklebuck. Hucklebuck, thanks very much.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I think if my parents knew where I was all the time, they would have had heart attacks. Just, 3 a.m. under a bridge in 40 miles from home, breaking things.
Yeah.
How did you get there? So that's pretty much my childhood. My parents were very this, but if I wasn't there, they forgot that I was alive.
Yeah.
So it was all I have to do is just don't be home and I can't get in trouble. And then I could be gone for days at a time. They'll be he's at a friend's house.
Yeah.
I'd just be under bridges and stuff.
Man.
Causing havoc.
You and I had very different upbringings.
Yeah.
I mean, granted for me, I was in the basement playing D&D a lot. So, people knew where I was.
The devil's game.
Yeah. But, I mean, my family was always of the vein of, well, maybe D&D isn't the best thing for him to be doing. Joke's on you. But they were but at least he's not out doing drugs and stuff. If we know he's downstairs rolling dice, then we know he's not out drinking and doing drugs. we would just sneak outside in between breaks and do drugs, and then come back in and play more D&D.
You know, we'll get back to the subject, but I wish I had that as a childhood.
Yeah,
I
I know.
wish. I think Box Kid is right. There's got to be a balance there. You know, like it's nice to be able to track if you had kids, but
Like, it's kind of a
preventing
preventative
kidnaps.
measure to kidnappings. It's not like you chipped the kid. It's not like when you chip a dog. Like, you know, those chips are embedded in them. Like a kid, if they
Right.
wanted to get kidnapped, all you'd have to do is pull their shirt off or their
Right.
coat or whatever it's embedded into and be like, cool, that stays in a dumpster here.
yeah.
Kid
And then,
goes with us.
I mean, I wouldn't doubt that they'll start chipping people eventually. You know.
Oh, probably. I mean,
Yeah, you know,
just derm will put it in you when
Yeah,
you're born. You know.
there you go. I mean, I think they'll start doing that eventually in like hip or thigh or ankle or something like that. China will be the first to do it, and then it'll spill out. China's experimenting on a lot of its surveillance that's going to spill out into the rest of the world, especially with the leaders being as dumb as they are when it comes to technology and stuff. They're going to be like,
Oh, he said it.
"Oh, China likes this. They're doing a good job surveilling everyone. Let's do that here." So
China.
China. Anyway, let's check out what's going on.
Talk about Estonia.
Estonia is doing something really interesting. They're trying to eliminate as much bureaucracy as possible, but they're also thinking about like convenience things. Like they want to get rid of like DMVs and like long lines and
like birth certificate processes and stuff.
Right.
Like they want to get rid of that time that it takes to like mail stuff in, have someone approve it, blah 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 blah. Basically, they're trying to get rid of the entire circle of bureaucracy
so
that we've worked so hard.
the
to
only
establish.
thing that you're really going to have to go to the courthouse for is like transferring of property and like changing, I guess, marital status and stuff like that. They say that some big life events you should have to go downtown for.
Apparently, registering a child is not one of those, though.
No, you can do that online. And they say
whatever,
that
it's just a
like
kid.
right now you have to go online and do something, and they want to make it even easier. Their plans for the future are that when a baby pops out, you get like an automated email that says like, "Hey, what's your baby's name?" Like it just shows up, like it's all ready to go. You just fill in the blanks, and then like a few years later, they're like, "Hey, it's time to enroll in preschool or kindergarten or whatever."
Gosh, thanks, Google Nanny.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
but it's like it's Estonia's own system. Now, my only thing is like, is this going to get hacked? Because it's going to have everything. But it's Estonia. They're way more relaxed and groovy, and their leaders listen to metal. So it's like, if I trust anybody, it's people who listen to metal and run governments.
There's a lesson there.
I trust them over
Yeah, there's definitely a lesson there.
yeah, I trust them over people who listen to gospel and run countries. Yeah. So anyway, all this stuff will be available online. And if anybody have a digital citizenship with Estonia, I want to know. Let us know.
Yeah.
We got a couple hardware things to talk about really quickly. 911 services are down. They might be back.
They have been popping back up again. So CenturyLink had some weird, crazy fucking issues, and that ended up making it so that 911 dispatcheries weren't working either. Meaning that the emergency services across multiple parts of the United States just didn't fucking work.
Yeah, you know how many people I killed?
Yeah.
Inconvenienced yesterday.
Yeah, so you got
I
all
was
these
like-
messages. I got the message on my phone that's like, 911 services down. Please dial this 10-digit number if you're having an emergency. Like, oh, okay.
I can't breathe, and there's a man stabbing me. Like,
All right. Yeah. No, I'll hold. Yeah. Like, it's...
yeah.
This is... So, remember, like, probably 10, 15 years ago or something like that, when there were massive electrical outages across America because a lightning bolt hit some, like, structure that caused, like, power outages nationwide or some stupid...
Because it's
like,
all connected to the same thing. Like,
Yes.
why the hell is that a thing?
Don't worry, Yuch. You didn't miss it yet.
No, you just missed.
Yeah, like how we keep on having these things happen. We're like, shit, our system is not as foolproof as we thought, but we don't need to fix it.
Yeah, it's fine because we don't want to spend money on that. No. Anyway, hopefully that'll come back up soon, and hopefully CenturyLink gets a
But
massive
if
fine.
you need to commit crimes, now's the time.
Yeah, just go crazy.
Yep.
No rules.
Yeah,
No one's gonna stop.
this is just gonna turn into us having the purge.
Ooh, that's fun.
Yeah,
No one will still want to fight me.
yeah,
No one will.
They still won't fuck with you even during the purge.
Ooh, you added this one, right? Bamboo houses?
No, you added this one.
Well, I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, fine. We won't talk about
I
it
mean,
then.
it's cool though.
We're not going to talk about this one. Ah, you saw it for a second, but we're not talking about it.
We are going to talk about Toyota building robots. Robots are still not like a thing in like houses. Like we don't have a house robot yet. Well, I can't say the word yet. We don't have house robots yet. And one of the big problems is if you want a robot that is able to like lift normal things like a cast iron skillet, like a 20-pound cast iron skillet, that robot is going to have to be huge and just ridiculous. They can't make small robots that can pick up large items and stuff like that yet. They haven't been able to do it. And so when you get a ginormous monstrosity like walking on your house, it's dangerous if something malfunctions, if it falls, if it grabs you too.
Yeah,
too
what if
hard.
it accidentally punches grandma?
That's exactly the problem. And then Toyota was trying to make some robots to help people. And they finally abandoned their plans. I think it was in 2016 or so when they discovered that like they've been testing their robots like lifting. They were thinking like, oh, we'll get a robot that can like lift people out of hospital beds and lift people out of beds. And they were testing it on regular, young, healthy people. And the robots were kind of rough. They're like, and then they were like, and then someone's like, you can't do this to fragile people. And they're like, oh, abandoned. Okay. So yeah.
I mean, if Toyota makes it, I don't know.
Toyota has a lot of resources.
I guess. And if it's anything like my Camry, that robot will just last for fucking ever.
It'll last forever and be okay.
Yeah. And like every time I'll just be like, I could get a better one, but this is good enough. Like
a cleaning, cooking, sex bot, huh?
Just get a microwave and glue it to the top of a vacuum cleaner and you're basically there, Shotine.
You can't have sex with a microwave.
No, but you can use the vacuum cleaner.
Man, dim hose. Get it?
Nice job, Soldier Boy.
Oh, God. Oh, Soldier Boy, no. So anyway, they're back, and they're pushing to get some robots into the houses. And at first, these robots are not going to be able to do much. They can't carry around a lot of things. But
you get the butter.
They could also be companions. That's one thing that they haven't talked about before. So they're putting a lot of money into artificial intelligence because people need people, and if they can't get people, they'll settle for robots maybe.
I guess, whatever.
All right, if you're like 70 years old, or not, 88 years old, so 88 years old, and you're in a home and you're by yourself and all your friends have gone.
Or died.
Or, yeah, they've gone senile or died. And you're sitting there in a home. Would you rather be there by yourself, or would you rather have a robot to like chill with and like play verbal tennis or whatever?
Super rather chill with the robot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely, 100%.
And maybe you could like give it a personality, be like, okay, today your personality is Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
And come on, get out of bed, like all that kind of stuff.
We have to get to the chopper.
Yeah, all that. All that.
Yeah.
Look at you, you sissy man. And you're like, okay, next. I'm 88 years old. This is not appropriate.
Like, I want you to talk like an old-timey radio announcer. And I'll be like, well, sure, 23 Skidoo. And then they'd be like, yes!
It's just going to be like the Garmin GPSs back when they were a big thing. And they're like, I want Yoda. I want Samuel L. Jackson. Just pick your...
Yeah.
That's what's going to happen with a lot of these robots. And that's what's going to help push the sales. People like personality over functionality, it seems. Mm-hmm. If you can get both in the same package, that's also pretty cool. But they could also have a screen so that they could, like if you're getting a phone call, you could be like, hey, your grandma's calling. You just pop up grandma's face on the screen and you could talk to them and stuff, and then they could malfunction and grab your neck with the pincers and it's over.
While still being grandma on the phone.
Yeah. Like, oh no, it's malfunctioning.
Sweetie, what's wrong? As it's like crushing your life force. Oh, that'd be so good.
So yeah,
you guys, great horror movie scene.
Does anybody else want robots that can do all sorts of different functions?
Yes.
Anybody?
Yes.
I don't know how I feel about it. I like being alone.
You should play Detroit Become Human.
Yeah, I should play Detroit Become Human. I feel like we always romanticize the idea of robots and think that they're going to have emotions and stuff like us. They'll do what we program them to do, but as they start to evolve themselves and reprogram themselves, they're not going to have the entire evolution of humanity built into their motivations. So the whole like jealousy, love, anger, all that kind of stuff, it's not going to work the same way with robots. Like, why would it? They're not going to be driven to reproduce in the same way, so they're not going to have the same like feelings and stuff if they ever develop feelings. Yeah. Anyway, what's next on the list? Oh, this is great.
You're cautious of robots, Tasty, but you'll be like one of the first people that they send them to, like to put a video about. Like, you'll get one way before we do. We'll have to like pay for one. Yeah,
I'm waiting for Murderbot to come out. I want a bot that's always trying to kill me, so it keeps me on my toes. Like every time I come home, and the bot's like hiding behind there with a knife, and I'm like, it'd be really good for ninja training.
Just like with a robotic voice, though, so it like knocks on the door. Pizza.
It's a fucking murder bot.
Is that you, murder bot? No.
No, it's pizza. I didn't order a pizza. Sunglasses on.
Yeah.
It's time to kick ass. Always. So yeah, watch for that movie coming out next year, Murderbot.
I'm just waiting till the future till we get to like Scud the Disposable Assassin level where there's just like robots sitting in vending machines that you can like be like, here's 50 cents, go kill this guy, and then
then self-destruct or whatever.
Yeah.
Self-destructing killer robots, just like I don't know,
Just like all of them.
So, is anyone other than Tasty from anywhere outside of the USA? Because you guys are going to laugh at some of these things.
Yep.
In the USA, the system here is very strange because we also pay a huge portion of our taxes to the medical industry. A lot of it goes to giant pharmaceutical companies and insurance companies that always, already have like multiple multi-billionaire executives and stuff like that. So, a lot of our tax money, in fact, we pay more tax dollars out of our pocket into the medical system than Canada does. And Canada has free health care. That's pretty ridiculous. So we're already paying a lot out of our taxes towards medication and Medicare and whatever, all the medical stuff, right? But our hospital bills and our medical fees are absurd. And until this next year, there's been like no limits, no rules, just whatever. Let me give you guys some examples. For instance, a woman has a newborn baby, and she's like, may I hold my baby? They're like, yes, $40.
Just to put that baby in her
$40.
hand.
Yeah. $18,000.
I've held a baby before. It's not $40 great.
No.
No.
In fact, you couldn't pay me $40 to hold that little shit factory. It's going to vomit on me? Like,
Yeah, gross.
What is this?
Oh. Does it do anything?
Somebody carried a baby out of the building when I came in. The smell. I was like, what is that thing? Get it away from me. Sorry if you guys love babies.
Yeah.
They're basically tiny, drunk, old, bald people.
Yep.
Like this. They're like, you have to hold their head up. They vomit all over the place. They're just tiny, old, drunk, bald people. Anyway, $18,000 in the emergency room because they brought their baby there and they gave the baby a little milk and let it take a nap. $18,000. So a lot of the times when you go to the hospital, they don't tell you what the fees are and they don't tell you what's going on, but they charge you for everything. You're like, you sneeze, they hand you a tissue, $80.
Yeah.
It's literally, that's the kind of stuff that happens. And they itemize everything on your bill, and it's like, we had to change your pillow because of drool, so that's $400. Like, it's ridiculous. And it's also especially egregious if you're going to the emergency room, because then you walk in the emergency room door and your arm's half off, and they're like, we got you now, sucker. You need attention immediately, and you can't run from our bills.
Yep. Even if you walk out of here without that arm,
Yep.
it's still going to cost you an arm and a leg.
I went in with one arm hanging off, and I left with just one leg. Yes. So next year,
hospitals are going to have to start posting their prices online, which I think is hopefully will cause hospitals to be like, wow, we probably need to like look at how we price things and stuff and like take a little bit better responsibility.
I don't think it's going to.
Yeah.
You know what I think? I think they're good. I think they're just going to post all this ridiculous nonsense on their website, let people freak out and be like, what are you going to do? Huh? You just going to not come in when your arm's hanging off? I think you're going to come in.
Yeah. Tasty PC says, I think I'd live in constant fear if I was an American. If you were an American, Tasty, you probably would, but it would be kind of cushioned with that feeling of I'm an American, so I'm untouchable. Like,
I don't really
because
know if
we
I
have that feeling as
I don't
Americans.
really have that feeling anymore.
I don't either. It's all gone away.
Yeah.
2018 was just a shit show.
Yeah, I'm like, this is kind of a mess.
Yeah.
I've got a tooth that kind of hurts, and I went to the dentist, and I was like, hey, can you fix this? And they're like, yeah, we can $900 fix it, plus like two other trips for like $1,200 each. I'm like, so it's going to cost me like $2,300 to fix one tooth.
I could go buy a pair of pliers at the hardware store.
And I was, so my tooth just hurts, and I've stopped complaining, but every now and then I'll have to pull over on the side of the road and be like, my fucking tooth hurts so bad I can't fucking see. But it's like, what am I going to do?
Yep.
Go to the dentist? No. I'll probably have to go to some like clinic after the turn of this next year. That the way people say it these days?
Yes.
Yes. What's this? No.
It's creepy. I don't know what the hell this one was.
There we go. All right,
I still don't know what this is about.
You don't know what this is about?
No.
Does anyone know what this is?
I just looked at it and I was like, oh, computer words, and then went on to the next thing.
All right, this is interesting because this is a Chinese website selling a computer. It's a laptop, obviously, where you can get an i9 9900K, and you can also get a 2080 in a laptop, which means they're probably on their way here very soon. I don't know how big this thing is going to be. Where's the dimensions? It's demented because dimensions are so big. Anyway, just good news if you guys like really, really powerful laptops.
I don't.
That thing's going to overheat.
I hate them.
You can't. You loathe
I
them.
hate really powerful laptops. They're the worst. I want to wait forever to do anything on my laptop.
All right, should we talk about gaming or what do you want to do?
I don't know. Guess we can talk about gaming. That's fine.
You guys really want to talk about gaming?
Yeah.
How do they cool it? They cool it with liquid. I don't have any idea. You have to constantly pour liquid nitrogen through a little funnel on the side of the laptop. That's
You have
how
to get
cool
an AC unit and run a hose directly into the side.
Yeah, it comes with a connection on the side for AC units.
It's a USB AC. Yeah.
Turn it on. It's got compressor on the inside. It sounds like a refrigerator.
Yeah. And you'll be in a wind turbine.
That's how you cool it.
As you can see, we're testing the benchmarks on this new laptop. Like, that's what it's going to be. Yeah.
Worth it, you know. Okay, let's talk about gaming for just a minute.
All right.
People still going on and on about, everyone's mad about like every marketplace right now. People are even mad at Steam, like recently. And I thought like Steam was like the circle jerk of Reddit. I thought everyone loved Steam, but I've seen a lot of articles lately being like, we're mad at Steam for whatever reasons. I don't know.
Why are they mad at Steam?
They're mad about how big of a cut they take, the 30% cut. They're mad about, I don't know, some things about the way the store works. They're mad. I don't know. I have not been paying attention because Steam's not my platform of choice, but it's the one I have the most games on. Anyway, people are also going on about Epic Games and the Unreal Engine, or the Unreal whatever store, whatever, the Epic store. And this guy up here is like, why are you guys trying to silence consumers? I like that, that people always say that they're being silenced or censored or whatever. Yeah. And damn coffee. Everyone's like always up in arms about like, what do you mean I can't make a comment? I am being silenced. So
How dare you?
I don't know if anyone at Epic sat down and were like, we must silence everyone. I don't know if that's their prerogative. Maybe it is, but I just think that it's a little extreme to always be like, you're censoring me.
Yeah, it seems like it's a little extreme to be like, they're purposely doing the nefarious option.
Yeah.
Maybe, but like, it's not like they're EA, so let's like take a minute here to think about it, okay?
So Epic is a big company that wants a lot of money, and they're also now, since a couple of years ago, they're 40% owned by a Chinese company. Yep. The company that owns WeChat, which is big Shenzhen, I believe, based Chinese company. So that's kind of interesting as well, but here's what Tim Sweeney from Epic says. He said, we're working on a review system for the Epic Game Store based on the existing one in the Unreal Engine marketplace. It will be opt-in by developers.
Okay.
So he said that's the problem is the review bombing, and it's going to be opt-in by developers. What if you make a game that's really controversial, and there's a lot of like asshole developers out there who make a game and just go online and yell at every single person who says anything negative about it, and you're like, hey, you're a dumbass, how dare you? There's those guys.
This was my masterpiece, how dare you?
And that's usually something that I like to see in the comments. I want to see if the developer's a jackass. But that they'll be able to turn that off. So, but the review bombing is a problem. Like
it's super, like people just getting really upset, and then it affects.
What do you mean the lead character's transgender? Let's review bomb this shit because I can't handle it.
And then you go and look, and you're like, oh, well, this game must be terrible because it's look at all the reviews. It's going to be terrible. Yeah.
So there's a guy down here who laid it out really well, but I can't find him. Let's see here. There we go. This guy solves the problems. Hire this guy, right? He says review bombing is an issue because Valve does nothing to curb it, allowing reviews in early access, allowing reviews without requiring X amount of hours played, allowing reviews to stay after a refund, and they also don't moderate like rerouting technical issues to reviews and to support tickets or whatever. So yeah, if people come in there and like, I've got a bug, That should be rerouted into a technical support forum or something,
Yeah,
right?
like a lot of times the review bombs are people being like, "This won't run on my computer that didn't meet the requirements for it. How dare it!" Like,
yeah. I've got a 74-year-old laptop that runs at 12 resolution.
Yeah.
That's the resolution. What's the 12?
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. My computer still runs in DOS. How come it won't play PUBG?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? This is their fault. You know?
So this guy right here, I think if a lot of companies started doing this, it would really hire this guy. Come on, guys. This guy right here, JGM the Third. That's John Gregory's Masters the Third.
What a powerful name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So hire him right now, everybody. Just do it. All right, what's
Such
next?
a regal name.
Oh, what's next? Did you see this little bit that came out? More people being silenced and censored.
Blizzard's doing it too.
So Blizzard is going to be possibly monitoring the chats that you have on Twitch. It'll link up your accounts and everything.
Rigor,
hey, what's up, Rigor?
If you're late, that's going to be reflected in your review.
Just watch the rest of it on YouTube. So, if you go on Twitch and you spew a bunch of hate speech and Nazi bullshit and stuff like that, they can ban your account on Battle.net or whatever. How do you feel about that? Watching you off of their platform to make sure that they don't have any racist scum.
I guess it's a little preemptive, but I mean, like, what are the chances that someone who's racist on one platform isn't going to be racist on another? Like,
yeah.
I guess if I can play devil's advocate here for a moment, like really, like what, like someone's gonna be like, I'm gonna log on to Diablo 3 and I'm gonna say the N-word and I'm gonna yell at everybody, but
As soon as I get to Twitch.
when I get on Twitch though, gotta be good.
Well, maybe maybe while you're playing on Battle.net, you know that like Blizzard is monitoring the chat to make sure you don't like use any racial slurs or whatever. And and then when you go to the Twitch, the Twitch, I'm an old man now.
The Twitch.
You fellas on the Twitch all day? When you go over to the Twitch, then you're like, I can do whatever I want. Blizzard's not watching. I'm not going to lose my game library.
Yeah.
I feel like
I don't know.
This cracks me up. The first comment right here, and here come the anime avatars right on you. Those are always the guys that are
so
like,
they could take
"Oh,
away
here it
your
is."
library too?
There it is. There's an anime avatar. Yes, please support the creation of a cyberpunk dystopia full of giant corporations. Like
Overstepping their...
let's see. Okay, I agree with him. But let's read it in Skeletor. We're gonna do this. We must read the anime avatars in Skeletor.
Yes, please support the creation of a cyberpunk dystopia full of giant corporations overstepping their bounds to trample on basic privacy and speech rights. I really need more material for the next game. You boob.
So I kind of agree with him though. Like it's weird for a company to be following you around the internet.
A little bit, yeah.
You just
The glasses fit right over it. It's kind of Professor Skeletor.
Okay, I think the segment of you reading Harry Potter was good, but it might be really fun to have you go online and read comments from people with scantily clad anime avatars.
I'm into that.
Would you guys like to watch him read comments from people with scantily clad anime avatars? That would be amazing, I think.
I could do such a thing.
YouTube's right, like Google does, but Google also doesn't kick you off platforms. I think Google's the devil, but at this point, because they have so much of your data, it's kind of scary, and we still use them all the time. It's like kind of mental, but whatever. Yeah, freedom is in the speech, is in the gutter. Does that mean we should just say okay, sure, follow us around the web? I don't know.
I don't know, Ron.
Anyway. Let's talk about how much money Epic made this year, shall we?
They made so much money.
$3 billion.
Off of just selling dances.
$3 billion for that stuff.
Dances and hats and costumes.
Man, we in the wrong business.
Seriously.
And I got some fly dance moves I could put on. We'll have to replace all the carpets because I cut so many rugs.
Oof. 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 Oof.
$3 billion is the profit that
You guys, can I tell you a D&D story really quickly? So, Logan and myself and some friends of ours are playing a Dungeons and Dragons game, and Logan can't turn off making terrible puns, be it in character or out of character. And last session we were talking to some really important people, and Logan, playing a bard, was kind of just sitting in the background like heckling this guy's like really important speech and stuff that he was getting, which was really funny.
But I was still responding correctly, but I was using awful puns.
But he was making just the worst fucking puns on the planet. So we finally, the guy was getting angry at us, so we turned around and bluffed and said that Logan's character is cursed to constantly make the worst puns in every situation. So now that's our new running gag in the game, is that whenever he makes a pun, we're like, oh, it's a curse, we're sorry.
Yeah. And like, the guys who we were trying to like be cool with, they're always, every time I do something awful, they don't get offended anymore. Because the first time they were kind of like, ugh,
what the hell?
But now they're just like, we're really sorry about your curse.
Yeah, like, oh, that poor cursed man.
Like, now that's canon now.
Yeah.
It's in there.
The worst pun. Anyways, back to Logan making $3 billion terrible puns.
Okay, I want to mention something here. We're on TechCrunch right now, and they're trying to explain what Fortnite is. I guess, do like old people read TechCrunch or something? They're like, Battle Royale. Think Lord of the Flies meets Hunger Games.
Yeah, like Fortnite is a measure of time.
Like this, Lord of the Flies meets Hunger Games. Come on, TechCrunch.
That is not what fucking Fortnite is.
Like Battle Royale. Think the movie Battle Royale.
Maybe.
Yeah. Okay.
Lord of the Flies. Yeah.
And a mixture of Lord of the Flies and Hunger Games.
Yeah.
Like, that's not what Fortnite is.
Flossing while running around hitting people with a fucking snow shovel duct taped to some other stupid bullshit item is not what Lord of the Flies was about.
Yeah.
Carlton Dance.
Not one person did that in the Hunger Games or...
Yeah. Nobody flossed. Nobody did the flossing the entire time.
Oh, God. They call it flossing.
Do you have your Fortnite conch? Yeah, I love how at the end of the Hotline Miami ripoff that is Fortnite, that you get handed the pig head on a stick.
Right, exactly.
That's instead of a chicken dinner, you know.
The pig head on the stick, obviously. Ugh. And there's not even any really tribes or anything. Never mind.
Yeah.
They don't break it down into... Well.
Yep.
Bethesda's so sorry about Fallout 76.
Bethesda, yeah.
They finally said they're sorry.
And in return, they're going to be giving people Fallout 1, 2, and Tactics.
They're like, hey.
As a way of apologizing. So, sorry this game is awful. Can we give you some better, older games?
That were not made by us.
Yeah.
They're like, to make it up to you, we're going to give you these Interplay games that are amazing.
Yeah, like, I'm going to give them fucking New Vegas as a way of saying sorry? Like, come on.
No, because they still want people to buy that. They're like...
Oh, because I figure if they send them New Vegas, then people will start playing, they'll be like, wait a minute.
Well, see,
wait a minute, this is good. What the fuck have I been doing in 76? Like...
The unwashed masses, right? They're going to look at Fallout 1 and 2.
Thanks for subscribing. Yeah.
Thanks, you're awesome. They're going to look at Fallout 1 and 2, and they're going to be like, okay, these games are really ugly. Like, the graphics are blocky and weird. The movement's kind of strange. They're old games, of course. And I think a lot of the younger generations are going to look at it, and the graphics did not age well. The gameplay's still a lot of fun.
Yeah.
The plot lines are great. And they're way darker than the newer stuff than Fallout. You know, like, there's some really dark stuff in the old Fallout games. Stuff that Bethesda would never attempt. But Interplay, they got away with it. And the guys from Obsidian, who were at Interplay at the time, really wrote some disturbing material for the first few Fallout games. It's interesting. So, yeah.
I wonder how much Fallout 1, 2, and Tactics costs separately.
Probably,
because you could just buy those 3 games
if they go on
not get 76.
If they go on sale, they're probably only a few dollars.
Yeah.
You know, like literally a couple bucks. The Outer Worlds looks amazing.
The Outer Worlds looks so good.
Because Obsidian. But those are the same guys who made Fallout 1, 2, and Tactics.
There you go.
Pretty much. I don't think they all worked on Tactics, but those games are fucking so good. I played them.
Also, I'm afraid of any time that someone is giving gamers entitlement. They will receive entitlement.
Really?
Yep.
I had to bring this over here so we could see it
Yes,
in the glory.
they will
of...
receive it in type. No.
Wow.
Nothing so scary like giving gamers entitlement.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay. So, this is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Did we report on the ads that were thrown in the game? I don't remember if we did or not.
I think we had it up as the thing, but it never actually made it to the full show. Right. So, for those of you that aren't aware, Street Fighter V came out, even though it's like the 30-somethingth Street Fighter to come out, it seems. But Street Fighter V came out, and in the background, they had ads for like other Capcom products and things like that, and people were getting really upset that they were paying for a full game that then had advertisements in them.
Yeah, well, the ads, so YouTube, the in-game ads were mostly like, here's some more costumes you could be wearing. Here's what it looks like on your character.
Yeah.
Here's how it accentuates their bodily features better. Would you like these? Would you like these? This is our Christmas costume. They would show that kind of stuff, and they would show advertisements in the background for other levels in the game and that sort of thing.
So it was just like you can't even focus on the game at present because you're too busy being advertised about other things you could be doing in the game. So they caught a lot of flack for this. People got upset. And currently they have removed the ads from... Capcom has removed the ads, but they're not sure... They haven't been clear about being like, we hear you, we understand that you were upset about it, so we remove them, or anything like that. They just remove them without saying anything. So...
Maybe they're just trying to make them more enticing. Or figuring out a way to make them less intrusive and more enticing at the same time. I don't know. Big companies, I don't trust them to do anything other than try to get more money at this point.
Yeah.
I don't know. Would y'all like to hear the real story of Christmas? And I'm not talking about the pagan stuff that y'all are currently celebrating with your Christmas trees and your Yule logs and your Christmas ham and your candles and all that stuff. We're not talking about the solstice season. We're talking about the real story behind the whole Jesus thing, right? You guys knew we were going to be talking about Jesus today, didn't you? Well, a lot of people think that Jesus was either born right now or that he was conceived right now. And we're going to go ahead and talk about his conception story. And I think the real story of Christmas would make like a Hollywood epic. It's almost like if Hollywood embellished, this is what it would be. It's got your drama, it's got your lies and your deceit, it's got your infidelity, it's got your kings killing people, it's got the whole shebang. So let's just get started right here. In Jerusalem, a little town called Bethlehem, you got this king named Herod, right? Now Herod is kind of a jackass king. He just gets whatever he wants. He wants somebody dead, he'll kill the whole family. He wants a woman, he's like, get that one right there, bring her right over here. He wants some more food, he wants a palm frond doing this business. He's one of them type of kings, right? Well, you got Mary, who everyone says the son, or the mother of God, right? She had the son of God. That's what they all say. So she's dating this big carpenter named Joseph. And Herod spots her and is like, nothing right there. Somebody go fetch that one, right? So, lo and behold, she is with child. And then Joseph is like, hey, who's the other guy? What is this all about? Where'd you get that little, what's going on right here? What is cooking in that oven? Because I know I ain't twiddled your diddle, so what's going on? Because you're a good Christian. This is before Christ was born, but she's a good Christian, right? Well, she doesn't know what to say, so she keeps her mouth shut. Well, guess what? Some people with their astrology and astronomy, a few wise guys, wise men, looked up at the sky and they saw the North Star. And they're like, let's follow that North Star. And sure enough, they show up, and there's some people hiding in whatever the hell a manger is. And they look at that baby and they say, is this the Son of God? And she's like, as a matter of fact, it is. God got me pregnant. And Joseph's like, I believe you. Can you believe that? Joseph believed it so. And then you got these wise guys and all this to do and people saying the Son of God, Son of God. And then Herod goes, well, I'm the king of the Jews, not this guy. He's not the king of the Jews. I'm the king of everybody in this whole damn town, whether they're Jew, Gentile, whatever. I don't care if they're a Philistine. So Herod gets angry. He says, you know what? Let's make sure we wipe them all out. So kill every child under 2 years old. All of them. Put the sword right in them, right there. Just slice them up. That's what was going on. They run around slicing up babies. God, what a tyrant. So Joseph and Mary, they take little Jesus, they get the hell out of there. They go to Egypt until everything cools down. And then a big old eclipse happens, right? Everything's dark and spooky. And right about that time, Herod dies. You know what that means? Everyone's going to be like, God's angry because you was trying to kill the Son of God. And sure enough, Jesus strolls back into town, and everybody goes, hey, look, it's God's Son. And Jesus is like, well, I ain't going to correct you, but I will say we're all the sons of God. You know, he said that kind of stuff, which is supposed to be like some kind of hippie, relaxed, and groovy stuff. And everyone's like, you're God. And he was like, send me the royalty checks, y'all. And that's the real story of Jesus.
How? I thought we got rid of him.
I guess we didn't.
Son of a bitch.
But I really want to see that movie now.
Yeah, I would totally see that movie.
Anybody else want to see that movie? I
Yeah.
think we should make that into a movie next year. Who wants to pay for it? Hey, Z, what's up?
Hi, Sieg.
How much money do you think it'll take to make that? We don't need a lot of special effects.
I mean, we'll have to spend a lot of money on prop babies for the baby murdering scene, because obviously that would need to be as graphic as possible.
Cabbage Patch Dolls full of ketchup.
Oh, there you go. Caro syrup, because it shows up
Caro
as...
syrup,
yeah,
yeah.
it shows up as... It moves better than ketchup does.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, ketchup's kind of gloopy and
Yeah,
doesn't really run like blood.
Yep.
But no, I'd love to see the story about...
Cabbage Patch Kids filled with fucking Caro syrup.
let's offend the entire Bible Belt.
Okay.
It's not that difficult.
Science.
That's it. Unsub.
Yep.
Oh, God. You know, if you guys are in the Bible Belt, I grew up in the Bible Belt, so I'd have no hate for anybody in the Bible Belt. But if you guys are if you guys are part of the groups that sends their kids to schools that teach anti-science stuff, like I went to a school that told me that the Earth was 6,000 years old in our science book. It was a Christian-approved science book. But it said the Earth was 6,000 years old, and I got in big trouble because I was one of those weird kids that went to the library and read stuff. And I was like, I read in a different book about, like, because I'm really into dinosaurs. I was like, I read in a different book that the Earth is millions of years old. And they were like, detention. Like, you're in big trouble, buddy. I was like, oh, whoa.
We're going to send a nun to come talk to you.
I get called Judas so many times for asking questions. Oh, no, Thomas. You got a doubting Thomas over here.
Yeah. No, it wasn't an actual science book. It was a Christian science book.
But not Christian science like aliens in the volcano or anything like that.
Yeah.
Like science from Christians.
I was reading, I used to work at this place that worked with kids, and one of them, their parents brought in a animal facts, but like a Christian science animal facts book. So it was like a full-on textbook, and you could look up different animals and stuff, and it would be like, the sea turtle is another proof of that God loves us, and like God created the sea turtles to be able to swim this fast, and God. Oh, no, he didn't.
Man, Jesus, there was like that kind of stuff. I remember the banana was in our book, and it said the banana was proof of God because it has like the exact number of creases and it's curved to fit your palm because it's made for a human to hold. God made the banana for us to eat, and it was just showed like the banana has clear curves for each indentation or each like curve of your finger, right? Each knuckle wraps around it. And I was like, and so I went online and I found a picture of the original banana, and I was like, we have cultivated this thing over thousands of years from this lump that had like 30 pits in it into this convenient. We've kept breeding them and breeding them and breeding them. And of course that was like, what? You're in big trouble, buddy. Like, no.
Yeah.
God, no.
Same with grapes, also.
Really? Yeah,
we bred the hell out of grapes because grapes used to be considered like a delicacy, and they were a lot sweeter and tastier. And then we bred them into like Concord grapes and stuff like that. Grapes that could survive train voyages, places, and stuff like that. So they lost all the flavor but gained endurance, I guess.
Yeah, you guys would be. There's actually some cool YouTube videos I've seen recently when I was looking into this stuff because I was wondering, like, you know, a lot of the fruits that we consume these days are nothing like what they started as, and we bred them into these like very delicious, you know, like a peach used to be like 80 or 90% pit, and the skin wasn't very good, and the flesh was only mildly sweet. But now it's like this really sweet thing with a tiny little pit. So yeah.
So, Mary Magdalene is the Egyptian goddess Isis reincarnated. Never heard that theory before, but it sounds rad.
Sure.
Yeah, why not?
Make a movie out of that, too.
Yeah.
I will watch all the movies about all the conspiracies. Yep, Seedless Watermelon.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, yeah, corn also. God, corn was like tiny little things. You couldn't even really eat much. Free game right now. Soma. This game was so much fun.
And normally it costs Soma money,
Soma
but not
money.
right now.
Yeah. Go grab Soma for free. Soma is a dark, slow-moving, first-person sort of survival horror. No, it's a horror game, but it's pretty fun. A lot of robots sneaking around the hallways, making awful noises and stuff. I thought it was a bit of fun. Maybe a little slow-paced for my taste, but a lot of people loved it. I thought it was.
Did you skip that one? Are we not doing that one?
Oh, whoa! I forgot about this.
Yeah.
one. Yes.
Yeah. So
Tried to skip it.
you tried to skip it, but I won't let you not talk about Pokemon on this show.
I almost got away with it if it wasn't for you pesky kids.
Yeah. So, speaking of game companies making butt tons of money, Niantic, the company that made Pokemon Go, is now worth more than Square Enix and Capcom. So, for a game that every time someone catches me playing it goes, "Oh my god, you're still playing that game? I don't think anybody plays that game." Lots and lots of people are still playing it and giving a lot of money to Niantic.
That's like, I think, the biggest media franchise out there. I think it's Pokemon right now. Like, it's
It
bigger
might
than
be.
Star Wars. It's
It's definitely getting there. Not if Disney has anything to say about it, though.
well, I mean, you have these big media franchises like, I mean, Star Wars and whatever else, the other big ones. But the video game ones like Call of Duty and Pokemon, they're bigger.
Yeah.
Like, they're the multi-billion dollars.
Well, I mean, like
Bigger.
Call of Duty is, but Pokemon has like trading card game and a cartoon and like all these other marketable things that can branch off of it too.
Is there a Call of Duty cartoon?
Probably not. G.I. Joe.
G.I. Joe? Ugh, that's way better.
Yeah. Man,
Yeah.
they should make a Call of Duty style G.I. Joe game where you get like,
I have to accept all this.
Where you
What
get-
is all this garbage? Good lord.
I don't know, it's Daily Star.
Where's ad block? Did we not have
You
it?
can get rid of this one. It's fine. New Pokemon game in 2019. Yay.
It's supposed to look really good, huh?
Yeah. So they
I'll look at it. I'll look at this.
What's his?
Whoa.
Yeah, that's not an actual screenshot, but that is a fan-made screenshot that someone hopes that a Pokemon RPG should look like. However, they did say that the next Pokemon game that's going to be coming out in the second half of 2019, assuming we don't all get blown up, is going to be very different from the Let's Go Eevees and Pikachus, and it's going to be taking into account that the people playing Pokemon have grown up with the series, and so
Right.
it's going to be a game that is going to appeal to the people that have grown up with it and expect a little bit more out of
it's
the
like-
games at this point. Because while Let's Go was a lot of fun and it was very cutesy and you got to throw Pokemon and everything like that, it didn't have a lot of stuff that a lot of the other like DS games and stuff like that did. So they said that it's going to make something that's going to be pleasantly surprising for fans that have been playing for years. I'm really excited about that.
I think it's. I like when I guess franchises do that kind of thing. I feel like Zelda kind of goes in and out of like we're kind of mature, no, we're kind of childish, no, we're kind of mature, but
Yeah. Psych, Wind Waker.
which I thought was one of the best Zelda games.
It was a lot of fun, but then they had to be like, okay, now we need to do like Twilight Princess
yeah.
to make sure that everyone knows that we're still like Wind Waker came out and they were like, Twilight Princess is super fucking dark.
Yeah.
Like no use of the color white in this game, please.
Yeah.
Like,
But it's like, hey, we grow. People have grown up, the kids have grown up, and now they've tasted a little bit of the real life bullshit, and they're like, no, we got to give them some melancholy. Okay, one other thing about good old games or GOG.com. If you have, this is my platform of choice, but if you guys have a GOG account, log on and go to GOG.com/connect. It'll allow you to hook up with your Steam account, and not all the games, but like a few games, you'll be able to import them into your GOG account. And what that means is you're now going to have DRM-free versions that don't have to worry about Steam's always on bullshit. So you can just put them in your GOG account and remove the Steam middleman.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. I've already logged in and grabbed... Ooh. I don't know what that's for, but it's always festive.
I just it's been a while.
Yeah, it's been too long.
It's been too long. We need to fill this room with the hearty smell of smoke. Vapor.
Anyway, go on to GOG.com/connect, and hopefully you guys will have a bunch of games ready to be imported. Oh, I want to watch this.
Yeah, so has anyone played this video, I guess? I don't know what the proper term for has anyone interacted with this movie yet? Has anyone done Black Mirror Bandersnatch yet and played around with it? I haven't gotten a chance to yet, but I'm very interested in it.
Bandersnatch.
Yeah, it's like a choose your own adventure Netflix show kind of deal. So is he gonna take the sugar puff or the Frosties? What and depending on what you choose will.
I thought Bandersnatch was a British STD. Don't mess with her. You might get Bandersnatched. I've heard said in conversation in British pubs. Maybe that was just Scotland. Can someone call me and leave a voicemail saying that with a Scottish accent?
They started.
Oh, you got the Bandersnatch. I can't do it.
Spreading VD all over town, so they Bandersnatch.
Oh God, no. I'm leaving after the show's over.
Thank you.
I'll kill myself, but not until later. I got stuff to do.
Yeah.
So yeah, go through and choose your own adventure. I'm not gonna look at any reviews.
Yeah,
I don't want any.
See, that's the thing. Showteen brought it up here. It's too much like a Telltale game for me. That's kind of what I looked at it and I was like, okay.
Yeah, but it's way okay. Black Mirror is good.
Yeah,
it's well shot. It's well acted. It's well thought out. It's interesting. It leaves you thinking afterwards. Whereas a Telltale game is, whatever. You're playing a game. It's fun.
Yeah.
You do your thing for a while. So I feel like this is on another level. And Telltale games are basically interactive movies, but this is an interactive movie.
Yeah, exactly. I have to read while I watch a movie now. Oh my God. Yeah. You I have to work and watch a movie. Yeah. Movies are supposed to think for you. That's the whole point. You shouldn't have to think for that movie.
I'm not watching the trailer. It's not happening. I think Black Mirror is a masterpiece of our modern era, and I don't like watching. I don't like even knowing a thing about the episodes. When I don't want to know that, this is an episode about surveillance. I don't want to know nothing. I want to know nothing about it. So, but you do need to watch the Star Trek episode. At least start with that one. Oops,
sure.
What have I done?
You opened a new tab.
I didn't mean to.
So, yeah.
What's he doing here?
So Jack Black is starting his own YouTube channel called Jablinski, where he's going to play games on it, and he's already got, he put it out a couple days ago. He's already got 1.2 million subscribers.
What the hell?
But yeah, so I'm back and forth on this one because I can't really. First off, it's on Fridays, which means he's directly competing with us.
Jackass.
Yeah. But so I kind of feel like on one hand, I like Jack Black, the Tenacious D lover that I grew up as, really appreciates him and stuff like that. So, I was like, yeah, I could watch that. But on the other hand, I feel like it's like when companies that obviously have money, like Razer or something like that, puts out a GoFundMe or a Kickstarter. Like companies that can already fucking afford it and things like that, and then they're just like, oh no, but we want you guys to kickstart this for even more money. So I'm back and forth on it. Like does someone that already but I guess whatever, he can do whatever he wants because he has money. So I don't know. I guess he's not in to make money. Whatever.
So this guy is gonna edit all the videos. So
his brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Papa Shark's over here.
Yeah.
He's going to be doing all that. The other thing about this is that I feel like it's weird when you've been in a bunch of movies, you have a bunch of albums, and you have a video game and everything, a good video game. It's weird to aspire to do YouTube now. I mean, it feels like that's the opposite of how I feel. I've done thousands of YouTube videos, and now I'm I want to make a game, I want to make a movie, I want to I want to do the opposite of Jack Black. I want to move on to the other things.
By the way, if he does not stream himself playing Brutal Legend, he is wasting everybody's fucking time.
I want him to be in unison saying the lines.
The end.
Yeah.
The end.
with gore and language.
I need to watch him play Brutal Legend, or else it's not even worth it.
Yeah. That would be cool.
Yeah.
All right. Want to have AI say some ridiculous things?
Yeah. So they made an AI that is coming up with New Year's fireworks names, and some of them sound horrifying.
Yeah, so what happens is they gave the artificial intelligence names of 3,000 real fireworks. And fireworks have ridiculous names because they're sold on the side of the road to, like, people who like fireworks. Imagine that.
Oh.
People who salivate over fireworks are the ones who like them. Yeah. But anyway, after taking those 3,000 names, it came up with some of these, like, Senior Fountain.
Yeah.
I want this to be Spanish. Senior Fountain. Anyway.
The Flaming Thunder Splont box.
Thunder Splunt.
Thunder splunts. Ho!
Okay.
That's Hurricane said bang.
Some of these sound like Chinese stores.
Yeah.
That, like, you know, they come over and they make a store and they're not sure what to call it, so they just call their store.
I do not want to launch off the firework that is just a big dew cake, though.
Wow. Oh, God. Let me give you some Chinese store names here. Like, Happiness Rockets. That's a Chinese fire store right there. And Gold Mini Wow.
Excellent Rain. That's a good one.
Just Timmy.
Yep.
Timmy, are you watching?
Shaming Bulls.
What?
Shaming Bulls.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sheeper Strike.
Yep.
This one's the best. Into eggs.
Into eggs. Oh, Fountain.
Oh, Fountain.
Event Badger, one assortment.
Wow.
Yeah. Sheeper Strike sounds like a worm's weapon.
What the hell? Black Hall. Yeah, Sheeper Strike does sound like a...
Yeah.
Black Hall is released.
Hi, Retina Burn.
Some pretty good ones on here.
Yeah, Senior Fountain.
Spint on the bun. Ugh. Ugh.
B2B Torch all dang. Yeah.
What? That sounds like some cheesy like business conference.
I mean, you can launch that all you want, but I'll be launching the Pronk XL. That's the real.
Well, you'll have to put that against my Shark Whistler. And then my Extreme Maxied Whistling.
Ooh. Smile Rockets.
Wow.
Machine blinking display.
Wow.
And the red flashing cake.
All right. That's enough. It's time to see.
I don't know.
It's time to see what's going on in town. Any shenanigans happen? What the? Stop this at once. Let's see what shenanigans are going on in Portland as we wind down the show.
Let's see. Caller reporting of a male subject entered his home, urinated on the floor, stole his cell phone, then took off in a green Ford Ranger.
Came in and pissed on the floor.
Yep.
Okay.
Report of subject sitting on the curb, sharpening a machete. Subject sitting next to some sort of fire. I haven't been able to determine what actual kind of fire it is, but it is some sort of fire.
It's a chemical fire. It's
Yeah.
blue. I don't know.
Yeah. But report of a subject sitting on the curb, sharpening a machete. There we go.
There. Okay. We're already
Yeah.
good this week. Report of a subject experiencing a mental health crisis at a bus stop in front. Subject reported to be holding a loaded handgun. Whoa. Okay, so if anybody's near, that's 7 hours ago.
Yeah.
If he's still there. Mental health crisis, huh? All right, we got our 911 outages. I wonder what fun happened during that.
Yeah. Multiple reports of a male camping in a green super wagon with propane tank and open flame inside the car. Callers concerned about safety.
The guy's, it's like too cold outside. He's
Yeah.
like, I'm cooking the hot dogs right here in the car with an open flame. Sure.
Okay.
Merry Christmas. That's not a very good one.
Caller reporting her boyfriend is trying to prevent her from going to church.
Oh God, did someone really call 911 for that?
Yeah. Also,
How is he preventing her? Is he like standing in front of the door? Is he? I hope he's not like physically assaulting her or anything.
report of a male praying. Caller thinks he might be in distress.
What? Emergency. 911? What's your emergency? This guy's praying.
I'm worried about him, man. He's praying. Oh, shit.
Come and stop him from talking to the God.
Yep.
Like, what the hell? Okay.
Oh, wait, but the update says officer on the scene, subject reports that the male is just praying for money. Units clearing. You know what it's like when you pray for money and the police show up? That's life right there.
Wow. What is going on?
That is life.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. This guy is having a bad day. Report of I love the fact that they use suspicious for things like this. Suspicious subject: a male running in traffic, punching himself in the face, and kicking buildings. That's suspicious.
Yeah, but let's call about a guy praying. Right. Report of an injury accident, car versus bicycle. Bicyclist reportedly flew a significant distance before hitting the ground.
Some of these descriptions are hilarious. I mean, I don't want that poor guy.
Yeah.
All right. More handgun stuff. Any more machetes I want to see?
Yeah.
What did I just press? Is that the only thing?
That's
some sort of fire?
Yep, that's all there is.
Only one machete this week, guys.
That's it.
Portland, that's better than no machetes, I suppose.
Yeah, stay tuned for next week. I'm sure after the New Year and everything, all the machete sales will be happening.
Oh,
so.
yeah. I'm going 2 for $1 down at the
machete store.
Machete Machete Mart.
We should just open a store called like Ready Machete, and then just sell designer and like artisanal machetes.
Ooh.
And like
Portland machetes that have little mustaches.
Yeah, or like Sasquatch on them or whatever.
Yeah, whatever they want.
Shit, we'd make a killing. Hang on.
If we don't see you guys next week, it's because we're rich with our Portland
because
machetes.
Ready Machete really just taken off. If we sell beer there too, then it'll be perfect.
Yeah. Oh God, like really snobby microbrews.
Then we can call it Heady Machete.
Heady Machete.
There you go.
We could do like that other jackass does from Washington, where like he puts like his like this beer, like one of the what's the brewery, but one of the local breweries in Washington.
The dude that
they make a beer with his yeast from his beard, and he puts a hair in like each bottle.
Ew.
And sells it for a lot of money.
No thanks.
Cultivated with my delicious beard yeast. And all that.
Okay, we got some other machete store names coming up here.
Oh, we got some more?
Machetes Are Us. Ragdad the Brown said Machete Player 1. Like that one.
Player 1.
Or a store that sells nothing but machetes and spaghetti.
Machete spaghetti.
Yep.
You have to eat it off the. You have to like use.
Yep.
You have to sit there and wind it onto the machete and then eat it.
Yeah.
All these things would be $1 million ideas in Portland. You guys are great. just authentic Italian cuisine.
That's just how it works. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was.
Hey, Wan, you're the sword slinger. Nice job.
That's what we're in right there. Oh yeah. By the way, this is still on Amazon in case you guys forgot, with free shipping. So we got that.
Do we need to make a Fennec product? Like the next mouse that comes out just needs to be the Fennec machete.
I think we do. After these sell through a little bit more.
Yeah.
We haven't done any marketing on this stuff. The marketing that we've done for the Fennec products is us saying it to a few thousand people on YouTube.
Yeah.
That's it. We haven't hired any external marketing. So, but also we're going to patent a couple of the things that we've done in our mouse that other companies haven't done yet. We've decided to do that before we do any real marketing because, patents are nice. USB powered machete.
Yeah. Would you guys buy a Fennec machete?
Would you guys buy?
Could we just sell actual machetes like how the Boring Company sold flamethrowers?
And call it not an actual machete,
Yeah.
not a machete, but because it's like maybe a millimeter smaller than a machete. So it's not technically a machete. Yeah. Okay. RGB machetes.
Yep. Oh, nice.
God, money is just coming out of my mouth right now.
Yep.
Would you guys buy an RGB machete?
Fennec machete.
Okay, I'm going to look into the legality of selling machetes at our store. And we'll see what we can do.
Pretty sure mini machetes are just steak knives.
I don't know. Like a thicker steak knife, maybe it's like a... pairing. I don't know. I'll look into it because like I said, our warehouse is up in Vermont and they've got machetes aplenty up there. I'm sure we can get. Yeah, we've got like all of our coasters and stuff are made by fallen tree limbs that we cut ourselves and then brand with the Burning Earth logo,
recycled metal.
Yeah, and other earth-friendly things. Is it recycled metal?
Like eggs.
Yeah, eggs are in there somewhere.
People love eggs.
Recycled eggs.
Yeah, free-range eggs and free-range machetes.
Free-range machete.
That's what we should have named the title of this show.
Free-range machetes.
Free-range machetes. Can we change the title of the show to free-range machetes?
Maybe for
please?
YouTube.
Okay.
And then everyone will be tricked into watching it again. 30 extra views.
Yeah.
How about that? All right, guys. We'll see you in the morning, right? I'll be there. Each one of you guys. See you there.
I'll see you in my dreams tonight, everyone.
That's not creepy.
Nope.